Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. It's it's a complete mess here, this price structure, a little bit like Bitcoin. And if you've just watched my Bitcoin video, you basically know sort of the outcome of this video as well, because it is very similar. We've got the same situation here. It's just that the Ethereum chart still is in a overall possible bullish trade setup, and basically a long trade setup, and Bitcoin isn't. Bitcoin isn't. There is of course a possibility for Bitcoin to move higher from where it is, but it is of course way less probability than Ethereum, because Ethereum is putting a completely different structure in. Ethereum on the higher level structure is putting in here a wave 1 to the upside. Since June into August it moved up in a 5-wave structure and is now coming down in a wave 2. So this basically suggests an overall long trade setup. Bitcoin is currently basically down here. It's made a new low, right? So Bitcoin doesn't really have that long trade setup. On the minor or on the micro chart, yeah, it has a possibility there, but also there I'm losing confidence at the moment due to the messy price structure and the sideways movement, which just doesn't show a lot of strength. We always need to bear in mind that we are in a weekend. And in a weekend, you see that very often, sideways movement, but we have seen it many times as well, that out of the blue, the charts just moved to the upside, even though it looked like we are going to come down. But you get these, and as soon as we, especially in the current situation where we're just waiting to put that third wave in, we need to look out for those bullish possibilities. We had a similar situation here. Where also we were hovering above a key support level and started to move up. It was the obvious setup for me, but also here a lot of people said we go down. Of course we can go down, but what I'm saying is that Ethereum has this higher level long trade setup. It has it. So it is something we need to consider, okay? And this is still, as long as we're holding above 1130, the primary expectation for ETH. It's a bit different for Bitcoin, where I don't really have much confidence anymore that it's going to hold the pattern. But I did explain all that in the Bitcoin video. Please watch it. On the ETH chart here, the difference between Bitcoin and ETH is that that Ethereum still can go lower, all the way down to $1,000. That's really the last key level of support. If it loses that level, then we can say hello to 650 and maybe even lower. I did discuss prices earlier. What could happen if we go below 650? Well, there isn't much left, but then we're looking at the area between 200 and 350. And that would be in the bearish pattern, so we can take a look at that as well. But in the very short term here, first of all, we are putting in a possible bullish setup, which is this one. From the low, from the 9th of November, we moved up in a wave 1. Again, I did say from the start, this is actually only a 3-wave pattern. You can count it as 5, but it would be a truncated wave, which is not high reliability. And then we would now be putting in a wave 2, basically. So that's sort of similar to Bitcoin and the wave 3 to the upside. And in this pattern, what I would like to see to fulfill this, it would be here, a continuation in the move down. Basically what we have here, I know it looks a bit messy. Maybe I'll take out some of the subwaves. Maybe I do. Let me take those out, don't need them. Don't need them anymore. And yeah, I'd like to see them. Take them out. And that makes it a bit clearer. Take those out as well. So this is overall a WXY pattern in this wave 2. And in the Y wave, we've got a subwave structure A, B, and I would like to see the wave C, but this would be great. This would be fulfilling sort of the short-term expectation, but looking at the indicators, it doesn't really look like it anymore that it's going to come down from here, because in the very short term, it starts to see some green candles now. Yeah, it's pushing from below against that resistance. If we take a look here on that's the 1 hour now, but take a look. Oops. Didn't want to do that. If we take a look here on the 1 hour on the MACD, we see it's pushing. Yeah, it might even be pushing in or putting in a bullish crossover. The RSI is above 50 as well, so it's pushing. Okay, so it might actually not put in that additional low, and this can always happen, right? So we just need to be aware that we are in this range. Ideally, I'd like to see that lower low, but it could very well be, you know, it's putting in something like this. So, you know, we were doing micro counting here. 1, 2, coming against the resistance of the triangle, then a 3, 4, 5 in wave C. So we are still hovering, around the 1210 level. It's a very, very relevant level. Overall, we're still in a broader range. Again, this is nothing for trend traders here. That's if you're a range trader, it's for you, or if you have a trading bot. What you need to understand, below 1130, it's going to get more bearish, and below 1000, I will make the bearish scenario the primary. A breakout here, ideally to the upside, would occur in a wave 3, target around 17 to 1800. Breakout level here would be the 1290 level. So that's the upside breakout level. The breakout to the upside, in my opinion, will already get more likely as we get above 1230. But yeah, this is where we are. And as long as we hold the support, which is sort of on the higher end, to be honest, as well, right? We haven't really retraced a lot. So it's actually a different situation to Bitcoin. We have only retraced to the 50% fib level, basically. Yeah, briefly below it, 61.8, but we're now hovering around the 50% fib level, and that is actually on the higher end. Yeah, this is not a deep retracement, so it's actually not too bad. So yeah, be aware of that. Of course, this can break down. It will break down below 1130 and then $1,000. And in the bearish count, in the short term, we would consider this as an Elliott Wave triangle, A, B. And this could be a wave C, but I talked about it on the Bitcoin video. On the Bitcoin video, you would actually need another C up, a D down, and an E up to have an ideal triangle. So this could play out for a while, this sideways movement. It could be completed earlier. Triangles are always very difficult, but this would lead to a move down if it really becomes a triangle. The overall bearish wave count I want to show as well, which will get the primary scenario below $1,000. And one obvious one to me is, it would be a diagonal. Let's see, a wave 1, a wave 2, wave 3, a wave 4, a wave 5. That could even take us below 650 into the region between $200, $300. There's another possibility where we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where maybe with one more low, and in that scenario we could even push another low in without actually breaking the June low. So yeah, Ethereum is still more bullish than Bitcoin until we break below the $1,000 level. What you need to remember in summary: bearish counts possible, absolutely. For me at the moment, still more leaning towards the upside here on the ETH chart. Important levels to the downside, so support levels are very important ones, are 1130, $1,000, 880, that's the June low, 650, that would be the first major target if we break the June low, and then below that we are probably going to bottom out in the range 250 or $200 to $300. To the upside, breakout level that would confirm with higher likelihood a breakout is, or indicate, that is a move above the wave B high here, 1230. Breakout level would be 1290, and then we could reach sort of the region $1,700, $1,800, and then we take it from there. So that's my update about ETH. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.